Hello internet users, and welcome back to Moto King. Today is Full Throttle Friday, episode number 4. Now, today I am starting a few week-long series, almost, explaining the best beginner motorcycle stuff. Today I'm going to start off with bikes. What are the best motorcycles for the beginners? And then I'm going to get into how to ride a motorcycle and the best way to ride a motorcycle and mistakes not to make and stuff like that. And you're probably wondering, well, how can I trust you? I've been riding motorcycles for 3 years avidly, and well, my whole life really, with mini bikes and stuff, but I don't consider mini bikes real motorcycles. So I'm going to start off with real motorcycles. Okay, if you're a beginner and you're looking into getting your first motorcycle, I personally recommend the Honda Grom or the Kawasaki Z125, preferably the Honda Grom over those two. And my reason being is because, one, it's just such a small bike and easy to control. It's very hard to make massive mistakes, you know, on a Honda Grom or Z125. You know, they're easy to learn how the clutch works and how you shift gears, and they're very easy to, you know, to learn just in general. And the reason I prefer the Honda Grom over the Kawasaki Z125 is just because it's the better overall bike. Now, I've never ridden on a Z125, so I can't give you riding experience, but I've sat on a Z125 and I've examined and looked at them, and I've watched many YouTube videos about the Z125, and overall I feel like I would enjoy the Honda Grom better if I had ridden the Z125. And of course, I've had a Honda Grom for almost 3 years now, so I know, you know, I love the Honda Grom. I love the way it feels. I would not have chosen another bike to have started on. Like, that was the perfect that is the perfect beginner's motorcycle. Okay, if you're not into the mini motorcycles and you want a full-size motorcycle, you got some options. So I'm gonna give you a few options, but there are so many motorcycles that are good beginning motorcycles that are full size. Okay, so I'm gonna start off in the naked bike category. The Duke 390 is a very excellent beginner's bike. Of course, it has massive horsepower, so you need to be prepared for that if you've never ridden on a motorcycle before. But overall, it's just a good bike, and it is pretty easy to control, I will say that, once you learn the horsepower. But once again, you know, it's just a good beginning motorcycle. The size is perfect. Another good naked bike for a beginner would be the Honda CB 300R, and it's basically Honda's version of the Duke 390. And we got a person that's gonna make me go from third to first gear. Why are you going 13 miles an hour? Can you explain this to me? This is ridiculous. The Honda CB 300R is an excellent motorcycle. Like I said, I love the Duke 390s though. Like, you know, I'm on one right now. But I'm not saying you have to absolutely choose one of those two. I'm just saying here you got options, you know. Okay, if you're not into the naked bike category and you want a sport bike, here's what you got. You have the Honda CBR 300R, which is just the sport bike version of the CB 300. You know, it's the same name, but it has an R after CB. So yeah, the Honda CB 300R is the naked bike, and then the Honda CBR 300R. I keep wanting to say 1,000, but we're talking about beginning bikes. 300R is the sport bike version of it, and that's a good bike. I've read good things about them. I've never sat on one of those before though, but I have looked at them, and you know, just about any bike I'm going to tell you, I've looked at them. You know, I love going to motorcycle dealerships and, you know, just looking at the motorcycles there, you know, sitting on the motorcycles there, you know, just I could be there all day. You know, it's just a good place to be for me. I love going there. That's my Christmas. That's my ideal of Christmas. Hey, you want to go look at motorcycles all day? You know? But I've looked at the CBR 300Rs, and they're pretty nice looking machines. Other sport bike options would be the Kawasaki Ninja 400. Me personally, I don't recommend the Ninja just because Ninjas are known for their horsepower. They are extremely powerful machines, always have been, and they're only getting more powerful. Like, they're getting to the point to where they're stupid fast. So I personally wouldn't recommend a Ninja. But KTM makes a sport bike. It's called the RC300, I think it is. I could be wrong about that. But it's basically the sport bike version of what I'm on right now. Me personally, if you're a beginner, you've never ridden on a motorcycle before, a naked bike is the best way to go. I don't prefer you getting a sport bike just because sport bikes are more, you know, they're bigger, they're more powerful, they're, you know, they're just more. So I personally recommend you, if you're a beginner, get a naked bike. And if you want to go mini, get a Honda Grom or a Kawasaki Z125, because those are the best beginner bikes. I'm so glad that I learned how to ride on a Honda Grom, because that's just the best one. Okay, so that's kind of all the bikes I wanted to talk about in this video. Next week, I'm going to discuss how a motorcycle works. You know, how they operate, and I'm going to get into the clutch and gear shifting, because that is very important. Very, very important. So that's next week. If you did not notice already, I got a new microphone. Yes, and it worked. I filmed the video yesterday. I did not like it. But the one good thing about that video is I got for sure my audio works. So that is awesome. The audio is way better, and yeah. So as always, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like. And if you have not subscribed already, hit subscribe. Lots of awesome content coming soon. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next week, bye.